So, what, according to you, is the thing that one needs to read carefully in the job contract, and what are the things that we may skip, and we should pay attention to when we're going through that contract?
So, reading the contract and the terms and conditions attached to job is very, very crucial. And there are things that people miss out, whether it is in terms of benefits, it's in terms of leaves. The terms to state that if there's a layoff, what will be the situation? Will there be a severance package or not? What's the notice period like? If there's a case of a turmoil because of a local situation or a global situation and the industry gets impacted, what will happen then, etc., etc. Right? So different organizations have anywhere from a 2 pager to a 15 pager kind of a contract, and there needs to be enough time spent on all of that. And there's nothing wrong in seeking for more time to know. It's not to say that you are not trusting the employer or for the stuff that's written. It's only to become more aware of what you're getting into so that all these things are not a bother on your mind, either at that point in time or in future.
Can we negotiate other parameters such as flexible working hours, remote working, having the weekends off? Do you think there is a scope to do that? Because most of us don't do that, thinking that the job market is very competitive and the answer is just going to be no. Do you think, Garima, can we actually negotiate these other parameters?
I think we can if we are not scared to ask. A lot of times we feel intimidated when we are sitting in front of the interviewer because maybe that scare, as you've said, of losing it all is so higher in our mind. But I think if one is able to think about the priority of needs that you have and you articulate them with the interviewer in the most honest manner, then you can ask for all of it. A tip to keep in mind is that when you are asking, your intention should not be to suck it all out from the role, because if that's the intention, the other person will get it. So be honest, be candid, be elaborative in what you are wanting to ask for, and approach it from this standpoint. See that if you're not asking, in any case, it's a no, right? So the worst is already there. If you ask, the chances of it sailing through are more. Even if it doesn't sail through, the other person is able to understand what is more important for you and will always keep that in mind to ensure that as and when there's a flexibility that can be offered to you, it gets done. I have had a lot of examples of people working with me wherein they wanted to avail flexi hours because they were young moms. I myself have asked for it a lot of times.
So, how do you think we can evaluate these parameters such as company culture, its brand value, long-term career progression, and what kind of avenues are there? That we can trust, like I can trust, or somebody listening to this may be able to trust.
So, what I think no one should do is that beyond the brand, do your own bit of research, spend time on the web. There's now, there's a Glassdoor, right? Then there's a LinkedIn, right? There's an IM Jobs, right? There are multiple, and there's a Naukri, of course, right? So then there are all these elements which will help you understand more about the culture of the organization, the kind of people that are working there. Uh, I have always encouraged people that I have interviewed to reach out to more employees on LinkedIn and then have a discussion with them, right? So, very, very important is to be able to understand what you're getting into